Hey lads, what's the crack? It's Arnold here, and I'm back. And recently, I cannot tell you how excited I've been for the new Tundra DLC. I'm actually so excited. As all of you probably are as well, because you are Pokemon fans. And so I was thinking, what kind of video will I make? And eventually I settled on this video, which is the top 10 shiny Pokemon you should hunt in the Tundra DLC. And something I'd like to say before I go into this video: I won't be including legendaries in this video because I don't know whether some of them are shiny locked or not, and I don't want to take that risk and name one that is shiny locked or isn't, and I don't want to guess because the birds might be shiny locked, and I just don't want to take that risk. So maybe I'll make one on them in the future, but for now we're leaving them out and we're just sticking to normal Pokemon. So without further ado, let's get into the top 10 Pokemon you should shiny hunt in the Tundra DLC. Walrein is coming in at number 10. Walrein is a really nice shiny, I think, and I just think that the colour and the design fit really well, which I think is very hard. Pink Pokemon shinies are really hard to get right. I haven't seen many where I'm like, yeah, that is extremely nice. But Walrein is definitely one of the really nice. Sorry, I just died. But Walrein is definitely one of the really nice ones you can find out there. And I just think that it's just like a cute little derpy walrus who just like is pink. And like I really like the aesthetic, like pastel pink. It just looks really nice. The reason this Pokemon is so far down my list is because I just think there are so many better shiny Pokemon you can hunt in the current Tundra than Walrein. Because once you see me go down this list, and especially when you see number 1, you will be like, yeah, I see why. And you'll understand. But yeah, if you like pink and walruses, then this is the shiny Pokemon for you to hunt in the current Tundra DLC. On to number 9. Altaria comes in at number 9. Altaria is a beautiful shiny Pokemon, and is definitely what you want to see when you're looking for a shiny Pokemon. Whether you're looking for it or not, you'd love to see a shiny Altaria because just how beautiful it is. And gold seems to be thrown around a lot when working with shiny Pokemon, but like this is definitely one of the times where it is well deserved. Like you see some Pokemon and I'm like, gold don't really suit you, but Altaria is the epitome of when gold just suits a Pokemon true and true. And like it's almost like something you would see as a statue in like a palace in France or something. Like it's one of them, like a mosaic on the wall. It's just very beautiful. And yeah, if you're looking for a shiny Pokemon to hunt, Altaria is definitely not a bad one to go with. But I think there are far better shinies on this list to hunt first. You can still always come back to Altaria, which I will eventually. Very solid. On to number 8. Dragonite comes in at number 8. I know a lot of people don't like this shiny Pokemon, but I absolutely love it. And I can admit that there may be some bias in there from my big cuddly dragon friend, but my mind's not going to change. I just love this Pokemon. I want to make this entry really quick because I know some of you won't like this entry. But basically, the meat and bones of it is, if you love it like me, hunt it. If you don't, then don't. I promise I won't be offended. I promise I won't be offended. On to number 7. And coming in at number 7 is shiny Altaria. Altaria is definitely one of them Pokemon that seems to just slip under the radar time and time again. It's one of those that when you see it, you're like, oh yeah, that's a really good shiny. But then, like, when you're thinking of top shinies that you like, it just never really is there. It's always one of them that kind of sits in the background and slips under a lot of people's radars. And I'm definitely guilty of this as well. But, like, what's not to love about this shiny? The lore, for me, it's hard to differentiate or take lore away from a Pokemon when thinking of it. But the lore just makes it so much cooler. It's a dog-cat hybrid yoke that causes disasters wherever it goes, which I think is very mysterious and very cool, especially with a shiny Pokemon. It's really cool, and at some point there's definitely a high chance of me hunting it at some point during the life cycle of this game. So that's basically what I have to say about shiny Absol, and on to number 6. And number 6 is shiny Electables. Electables is not very much different than normal Electables, which is quite weird saying because it changes like a whole colour. Before it was like a bright yellow, and now it's a deeper orange. But like, it doesn't really change that much when you put them side by side. Like, it's not too drastic. But like, this colour, this orangey colour, just suits it to a T. It looks so nice and so crisp. What am I describing? It's like I'm describing a food or something. But anyway, back to the shiny. It just looks really nice, really clean, and as us shiny in Hunters now, all it takes is a little deviation in colour. Nothing too drastic. It doesn't even have to be drastic. And for us to be like, that's a very, 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 very nice shiny, and I want to hunt it. And I chose this over Electivire because I don't think Electivire is a very good shiny. It's a nice shiny, but like, it definitely doesn't beat shiny Electabuzz, because it only really has just blue eyes. It just has blue eyes, doesn't it? And sure, mate, you have pretty eyes, but you're not beating Electabuzz. Coming in at number 5 is shiny Agron. Very few people, I would say, can say that shiny Agron is a bad shiny Pokemon. I just love the design compared to the normal one and most other shinies. Just the green mossy look. It makes it look like it's been like locked away in an abandoned cave for years on end. And like, the red eyes just make it look dangerous and evil. And it's just, they're really, 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 really cool. I just love it. And I don't just think it's cool because of just the colours. It really is just the lore. You can like piece around it and like play fantasy with. I probably sound like such a nerd, like, but it is true. And it's definitely a really, really cool Pokemon that you can hunt, and that I will most likely be hunting when the Crown Tundra DLC does come out. On to number 4. At number 4, it is a joint pick. I have both Magmar and Magmar because there seems to be some division between which Pokemon people like better. And really, I think I prefer Magmar. I don't know, probably nostalgia, but I prefer Magmar. And whatever one you choose, you're getting whatever design you like better and the same shiny. So it works out okay. But both are still unbelievably cool. The pink is extremely cool looking on both of them. And basically, whichever shiny you choose, I definitely won't judge. If anything, I'll be jealous because you have an absolute beautiful shiny Pokemon now, and I have nothing. But both are really solid picks for a Pokemon to hunt. in the Crown Tundra. Although I don't know how he's going to be in snow. Surely that's like putting a bit of damper on his life, yeah. Surely it does. But anyway, on to number 3. Coming in at the top 3 now, or at the top 3. At number 3 is one of my favourite shinies from Kalos. Possibly even my favourite, and by far my favourite shiny fossil Pokemon. And you probably guessed by now, it's shiny Tyrantrum. Tyrantrum is just, I don't know what it is, it's the blue. There's something with the blue, it just looks so nice. Just like a deep ocean blue. It really looks cool on it. The design definitely plays a factor in on it, but that doesn't take away of how cool the shiny is. And he's definitely top 10 in my favourite shinies out of all of them. And just the perfect blue, just coating the scales, just looks unbelievable. And I don't really have much more to say, except if you do go for the shiny, you'll be coming out of it with a top class shiny Pokemon in Tyrantrum. And you know what? You can't go wrong with an epic blue dino. On to number 2. And the winner of the silver medal is another blue shiny, and the Brock Slayer. Actually, maybe he's not the Brock Slayer, but when he was younger, he was the Brock Slayer. Nidoking. Nidoking is sublime. I've literally never met or seen anyone who has anything bad to say about this shiny. For Nidoqueen now, that's a different story, but we're not talking about her. We're talking about Nidoking. Just a perfect looking shiny. It just looks so nice. Just the blue is beautiful on it. And but yeah, I haven't met anyone who really dislikes it, and I don't dislike it either. When I was writing out this list and picking the top 10, Nidoking and Tyrantrum really seem close when you have them both on paper and you kind of like list them off, but they're really not. I really prefer Nidoking a lot more than Tyrantrum, because it's just the blue. The shade of blue just works so well with this Nidoking. And who can hate it? Like, it's a blue, cool bipedal rhino. Like, he looks like he could run through a building for a shortcut. And it's just too cool not to make this spot. And this guy, you won't hunt him because I told you to. You're going to hunt him because you already know how cool he is. And like, that's all I have to really say. Like, and you know what I'm saying. But yeah, we're getting on to the number 1 pick right now. Get hyped, bro. This was the easiest number 1 pick I've ever had to make in my whole life. There wasn't even a question who was going number 1. It's obviously the Steely Man, shiny Metagross. When I was writing this list, there was no doubt in my mind that was going to be Metagross. There's a lot of good shinies, but he just beats him every time, 7 days a week. Do you know what I mean? With his slick and stylish, like, white metal, with the finishing touch of the gold, it's just unbelievable looking. It is probably my favourite shiny out of all of them. It just looks so cool, so cool. And I actually can't explain this enough how cool it is. And like, it's not hard to see why. Like, it just looks really nice. And there's no doubt when the Crown Tundra drops on the 22nd, he's going to be the first that many hunters will flock to. And this shiny will most likely be the one I start my Crown Tundra journey with. My Crown Tundra journey with. Yeah, he's probably going to be the first, my first. But I can't stress how much I love this shiny. I'm sure all of you do too. Everyone, and I mean everyone, is going to be hunting this shiny when this guy drops. Like, people have already been hunting them for years, like, but do you know what I mean? Seeing him on the Switch, it's going to be different, man. It's going to hit different. It's going to hit different. And I cannot wait to hunt this boy. on a Nintendo Switch come the Crown Tundra. Let's go. But yeah, that's been my video and my list. If you enjoyed, please I beg you, subscribe. I'm trying to hit 10 subscribers by the end of this year, and I know that sounds sad. It's really sad, but it's tough out here for a pimp. And but if you really did, it means a lot if you made it this far. I know most of you probably didn't, but have a good day, stay safe, goodbye.